Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. We're going to be mostly cardio today at a relatively quick pace. Let's begin with our warm-up. 4 minutes of steady pace warm-up cardio, your choice. I would recommend rower if you are going to be on the rower for the workout, right? But you do not have to do that. There is a general principle of the SAID, S-A-I-D, specific adaptation to imposed demand, right? And that is a principle that we use all the time in training, which is that the more you do a certain activity, the better you get at it, right? So if you're saying to yourself, variety is the spice of life, I want to do all these different things, then that is great and it provides a more well-rounded experience. However, if you say there's a 2K row coming up, I want to do the best I possibly can on it, I'm going to practice rowing as many opportunities as I am given in the gym, then that would be, hey, let's get on the rower and do that 4 minutes at a steady, slower warm-up pace. We'll get some more quick stuff later, okay? Accessory stuff in the warm-up. Next is 2 rounds through. Start with a 30-second monkey hang. So we're just dead hanging from the bar. If you can, try to keep your shoulders in a reasonable neutral position so we're not just kind of hanging off the joint right there. I don't know if you can see the difference in those two positions, but this would be more of an active hang, right? And this would be more of a passive hang right here. I like the active version a little bit better. It helps to warm up the muscles in the shoulders and the grip a little bit better. Next, we're gonna go 5 and 5 Caustic Squats. So nice wide stance. Rotate away from the straight leg and try to get the hamstring touching the calf on the leg that is bending, and keep both feet flat or both heels on the ground. The knee that's bending, that foot should be totally flat. So a lot of times that means I have to push away from the post that I am hanging onto. Next one is frog hops, 5 reps. You can go progressively higher if you want to just jump and then pull the knees a little bit and then pull the knees a lot when you do those frog hops, but you're just trying to explosively open the hips and then explosively drive the knees up if we can. Next one is Spider-Man low crawl. We're just doing 10 total reps. Stay down low. Try to start in the plank position. Reach one foot up to that hand. Stretch a little bit. Creep forward. Bring the other foot up next to that hand. Stretch a little bit and creep forward. Do that 10 total times, 5 alternating per leg. And then last one will be on the rower. 15 total pulls. We're gonna go 5 accelerating pulls and then 10 total pulls at your 2K pace. So just counting to 10, don't worry about how many meters. You'll probably get about 150, but I don't want you to worry about the distance on this one. I just want you to count. So think of it as reps. That's it. All right, when we're done with that, we're gonna start on 5 500-meter rows. And the goal is perfectly steady pace the entire time while you maintain a rest interval that is under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, okay? So that means if you feel ready to go at 2 minutes, then by all means, go. If you need all the way to 2.5 minutes, that's fine, but do not take longer than 2.5 minutes. So that means when you finish, you need to look at the clock and see when 2.5 minutes is, and I am starting my next round before that 2.5 minutes hits. And the goal would be steady pace all the way through, even though it's going to get harder on the second one, harder on the third one, harder on the fourth one, harder on the fifth one. Just like the actual 2,000-meter row, it's not going to feel the same the whole way through. It's going to get progressively more challenging. The more of your energy you use, the more your heart rate increases, and you compound that fatigue on top of fatigue from the previous 500s, right? So one of the skills that we're working on here is maintaining your pace even though the workout is getting more and more challenging. So a lot of our more longer distance aerobic athletes they get a little panicky when they start to feel that creeping muscle burn sensation, when they start to feel the heart rate and the respiratory rate start to rise, and they think, oh no, this is bad, I shouldn't be doing this, I'm going too hard. I want you to get comfortable with that and learn to operate at the same pace in that environment when you know that the lactate is saturating your muscles for energy and you're having more and more trouble clearing the waste products from muscle exertion inside your body. That is a good thing to practice at because it makes you stronger, it makes you fitter, and it helps your muscles to work through those both the energy products and the waste products faster. And that is how we drive improvements in fitness is by forcing those chemical reactions to take place, and that creates new spaces and new areas, new tissues for those chemical reactions to happen in. Okay, and that is literally the process of getting fitter, but you have to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations in order to make it happen. All right, that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great one, and I'll see you on Wednesday.